Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I'm back. Welcome to the beginning of a new age, a new saga perhaps. Lots has changed in my life and experience over the last couple of months. A lot of it unexpected, some of it really difficult, and much of it wondrous, so long as I was open to it. I'm ready to take steps forward. And in doing so, I must look a little bit into the past to a show that we watched a while ago and identified with pretty deeply. A show set in the past, in a history not unlike ours. Following a boy not unlike many of us. At least, if you squint real hard. Thorfinn is a dark young man. A lot of dark things have happened to him, things that I'm grateful have not happened to me. But through his story, I can see how people change and become filled up with that darkness that envelops them from the outside. It leaks in and soaks into them. Throughout his story, Thorfinn has been hurt and has sought to hurt in return. Revenge, vengeance, justice. Those have been his core. For the family that was taken from him, for the death that has been caused, for the destruction that he's been forced to be a part of. For years, he has followed in the footsteps of a powerful but cruel man. And he's learned from him, taken him on, abuser though he is as a surrogate father and someone who Thorfinn respects and cares about, if only in his own mind, for his own vengeful purposes. I don't remember a lot of Vinland Saga. It's been a while, like a real while, but I remember the feeling of betrayal at the end. I remember the feeling of deep loss, of losing something that would bring about catharsis. Thorfinn is convinced that that's the thing that will solve everything if he just gets to duel him, if he just gets to kill him. And so he's been locked in on that the whole time. And at the end, first, the justice of it is stolen from him as he finds out that Askeladd himself is not that dissimilar from him, was also forced into this, also resents the people that he's working for and with, and has become what he's become because of that resentment and hatred, because he isn't being true to himself. So he reveals it at the very end. And then, stolen from him is the act itself. The possibility of revenge. The thing Thorfinn is convinced is the only road forward. And now he can't achieve it. Even if he's right, and it is the right way, it's out of reach. Forever. And in a way that maybe will demonstrate to him something really important. That it wasn't the right answer anyway. That this world of war and violence that he's existed in, soaked in, steeped in, and been stained by, is not the only world. And so pulled away from a tragedy that he just wanted to be the arm of. He didn't want it to happen like this. He wanted it to happen on his terms, but he's just discovered that the world doesn't work that way. And to his surprise, he's discovered that even for the person that he hated and looked up to, the one who he saw as having so much power that he would think that person would be able to make the world work their way. They've been able to destroy worlds like mine. And he still is crushed. Lost, gone. Another representation shattered. Another way of being that Thorfinn was becoming aligned with, broken and shown to be false. And so our boy has no feet under him. No way. Nothing to look forward to. He's neglected living for this whole time because he's been so focused on the death, on the killing. I'm reminded of many stories. Stories of warriors, soldiers, ronin, samurai, whose life collapses, whose things fall apart. I'm reminded of a book called Things Fall Apart. Fuck, that's a book. Oh god, I didn't mean to get reminded of that. Holy shit. I'm gonna pitch you on that one really quick. I read that in school. Things Fall Apart is about like tribal peoples living on the West African coast during the beginning of sincere slave trade and stuff, and it's just like societies eating themselves in order to profit with like it's horrifying. Okay. Things fall apart. What does a warrior do when things fall apart? Gotta find another way to be. The image that comes to my mind is Guts at the blacksmith's. I hope this isn't a spoiler for Berserk, a foundational text, but if it is, you can skip ahead a little bit. Things get really hard. Guts finds a place that's a little bit safe for a little while. He's able to rest for a little while, and he is able to learn from a couple of people. He's able to learn and watch a little bit of joy in youth, and he's able to watch a man with a dedicated calling, like a vocational task that he wants to do, that he cares about and finds fulfillment in, work at that task. The blacksmith and the blacksmith's child, I think. And there's a peace to it, a tentative one, a wonder. Because being a soldier, being a warrior, being a murderer, being a vengeful, blade-wielding flurry of lunacy is maybe not a sustainable mode of existence. Yeah? Like, maybe you can't just thug it and gun it down the street every day and expect to live a long, healthy, happy life. It's probably not gonna work. I might be wrong. Maybe Thorfinn will get pinballed into another cascade of violent misadventures. Destroyed and hurt and brutalized by more people to demonstrate even further the way that these societies eat each other. Or maybe he'll get a chance at the kind of peace his father was trying to protect. At the end of things, we've had old warriors with a different perspective. Warriors who aren't warhawks, who see that it's all kind of garbage and just want to live their fucking lives. Thorfinn hasn't had a life to live. That was ripped away from him too young. Too young for him to settle in and, like, care about getting it back. He just wants to destroy the things that hurt him. But our story is very much one of hurt people hurting people, isn't it? That's what we found out at the end of Ashlad's journey. found out that he was just the same and had just continued it, and truly had continued it, because his actions, in accordance with the hurt that he had received from reality, caused the hurt that is soaking into Thorfinn. He passed it right down. And so the question is, does the buck stop here? And if so, how? How do you overcome generational trauma in a world that is traumatizing? That's a question that I think all of us could really benefit from asking and having some answers to. Because I don't know about you, but I've got some generational trauma. My parents weren't fucking perfect. And I also live in a society that's got a lot of fucked up problems with it. It's not dog-eat-dog murder on the streets, total genocide every day type of thing most of the time. It's pretty fucking peaceful. But we're still people. And people aren't different. And our author is insightful. And he has a story to tell. A story with impact that has meaning to us here and now. So I'm excited to get back into it. I'm excited to find out what happens next, when all of the illusions shatter and fall apart. How broken will this child be? Because he's still a child and he's never grown up. In the way that young gang members don't really grow up. They become hard, right? They become grown. But it's not the same. The socialization, the capacities for interaction and creation and good don't emerge in the same way. Not without some serious rehabilitation. So I really wonder where we're going to put this boy. There's a man with a very famous name, Leif Erikson, who has shown up a couple times and indicated that maybe there's a land far, far away where these struggles might not be so pressing. And given that our story is named after a place that we've never seen, except perhaps in the flashes at the very end of last season, maybe we'll end up going somewhere else. Somewhere wild. Dangerous, but perhaps peaceful. I don't know. But I'm excited to find out. This is going to be Vinland Saga Season 2. I'm torn as to whether I should do a drawing, but I think it would be in my best interests to attempt to. I'm not going to set the camera up. I'll set the camera up. It'll be fine. Uses 2 knives, right? One of them... Oh man, I've forgotten so much. I really hope that you'll forgive me for... It's been years. And I wanted to go in, like... simply. So I didn't want to go and, like, do a bunch of research or, like, watch episodes again. Or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah. Simple. Okay. Simple as can be, right? 2 blades, 1 blade, no handle. A double-edged sword is like the simplest of metaphors for violence, right? In this case, it's exactly right on, right? You can't grip that blade to cause pain without cutting yourself. And I think that's our story. And so, peace and the value of it. We've seen so much. We've had so much time to wax on the value of war and destruction and death. And it's not great. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm sold. I don't know where to put this. I'm on the war hood, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing kind of train, you know? It fucking sucks. God damn it. Season 2 of Vinland Saga. Ownership creation of this series has transferred from Wit Studio to MAPPA, which is pretty interesting and kind of weird. I can't think of many shows that have done that sort of a transition on like an ongoing series recently like that, but it's interesting. Same director, different studio, same show. Very interesting. We'll see how that plays out. I am also not sure, because MAPPA, I'm not sure how utterly... I'm not sure how time crunched this show was. I don't know if they were putting this together at a time when the studio was super busy, or if they had their full focus on it. I just don't know. I am going to watch the Subs Please version for episode 1, like I had just watched it as it dropped on Crunchyroll, and that'll be the experience that I get. If there's a different version that I should watch, you can let me know about that, and we'll get it figured out by episode 2. But for now, I just want to get into it and do it. I think it's also worth mentioning that I'm about to go travel. My bags are packed, and I'm leaving in an hour and 20 minutes on a train ride halfway across the state to spend Thanksgiving with my lovely partner and their family, which I've been invited to. What a thing to have a place to go for Thanksgiving. I usually don't, so that's pretty interesting. It feels pretty good. But I wanted to get this recording done before I left because it felt right. I had this set of thoughts last night as I was trying to fall asleep about what I'm trying to do here on the channel and what it's for, and the kinds of experiences and stories that I want to share and learn from and live, and the kinds of the core of it, the piece of it that was missing, that has always been there, is I've been spending a lot of time in physical space, in meat space, in real space, doing real things. And those real things that I've been doing have been deeply and dramatically informed by the shows and stories that I've watched. My way of being is immensely informed by animation. That's the core of me. And so it's really important to me that I go and I explore and experience things that will grow me, us, in a way that will be helpful, useful, valuable, interesting, growth-inducing. When I had those thoughts, my thought was that I should probably watch Vinland Saga. Mob Psycho 2. But somehow, for some reason, this one is the one that popped up in my mind. Like, that's probably the thing to do to get this going again. So let's get it going again. Let's watch Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 1. I've got the episode up and ready to go. It's sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. A picture-in-picture version with the video up there will be available in the description down there, and a timer-based version will be up on YouTube, which you're watching right now. If you'd like to sync up your own copy with the timer, there will be a beep-beep timer for your beeping and booping purposes. When it goes beep and green light, just hit the button and you're good to go. And if you'd like early access to the next episodes of Vinland Saga, as they come out, you will get them on the Patreon. YouTube will get them a little bit later, and Patreon will get them as soon as they're out. We'll see how consistent and fast that is. I don't know, but there will always be an earlier one on the Patreon, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you can check out more over there, linked in the description. Let's go ahead and give it a watch. Beep beep timer for Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 1. Wow, I haven't seen this intro in like forever. I remember this. I can't remember what show it was on. Oh shit, we get new OPs and stuff. Axe in tree. Dead eyes, living eyes. Blade in the water. Oh, I got the shape of the blade right. Whoa! The dead, pulling him under. Pulling each other under, each in turn. The cycle, the cycle. Blood down the crown, Canute. Canute. Canute the cute. Oh, not so cute. Yeah, holy fuck. Spirals. Shackles. Shatter. So we get dragged under the water and then shattered out of it. Out of the ice. I don't know who that character was that shattered it, though. Oh, that was fucking Bob. That was fucking banging. That was cool. It's really dark. Oh, are we getting tortured? No, we're forging. Wow, blacksmith right there. Oh, fuck. Ooh, we farming. Yurde. This is a really cool opening. The will of man. What are we carving? The spirit. Oh. So far past chills. I feel all fuzzy inside in like a pain way. Rishtu? This is intense. Oh, God. Wonder if that's the axe in the front. Or in the OP. Slave. God, that was spiked! My guy! What? Aw, buddy. Oh. Oh, she's great. I don't know why, but I've seen that character in like 10 things. Yeah, that's fucked. It'd be better than a knife, but don't put that on me. Okay, a peaceful little place. Are we gonna end up here? God, what character? It's gonna destroy me. What character does she look exactly like? I was saying something! Yeah, don't do it, man. Trust. Hmm. Don't play their game. You buy into the violence being the answer thing and you start using violence as though it's the answer. You could be at war, bro, and this wouldn't be. We know a boy who is, right? Who isn't home to rebuild? There's no home to rebuild. He's gonna arrive here, isn't he? A slave? Or is it happening again? Or is this that night? fuck. Ah, fuck. It's not, it's happening again. Yep. Shit, we're not arriving here. They're gonna arrive where Thorfinn is, where he knows the way of the world. Fucking run! Oh god, and the axe too, man. Dude, he's gonna end up in a fight. Ah! You don't stop. You don't stop, boy. God damn it. Oh, my phone is alarming. Dude, leave her. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She knows too. You gotta go, man. Listen to your mother's words, man. Listen, listen, listen. You gotta protect that girl. And yourself. We don't lose if you survive. Yo, there's a dude with a bow. There's a dude with a bow who knows that you're over here. Fuck. Don't you pick up that axe, bro. You know what they're gonna do, man. You know what they're gonna do. Take your fucking sister. God, her last, like, energy. You don't have time, man. Oh, she's so fucking cool. Sorry, fire punch. Sorry, fire punch. I can't with that. I can't with that. It's so cruel. It's so cruel. No, 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 no. Shit. Oh! Let's go. No, no, you aim for the neck. God damn it. No, fuck. You just made him mad. Ah, shit. She poked me. Fuck. Welcome to the world. Oh, and let's be real, you have yourself to blame, right? Like, if you want to find in your heart reasons to hate yourself for doing this, for hesitating, you can find them. Yeah. He's gonna end up where Thorfinn is. Oh my god. What a start. Yeah. Oh my god, I did not know how good my discussion at the beginning was gonna be. For on a barren land with neither bark nor leaves, so too does the man loved by none. Why should he live a long life? To the ocean, to a different darkness. Where are we? Oh, bad. Where is he? He's here, right? Oh, he's here. No one is helping her. No one helps anyone. Cracked, broken nails. They're just gonna toss her overboard. And he was thinking that he could have done something, but again, it's hesitation, right? Holy shit, the arm is reaching from the sea in the OP? Dead weight. You're not swollen. That's how far away it is. Sweet. Impotent rage. To clarity, to cool and... Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good, y'all. Hmm. Getting prepped for sale. Ah. Check their teeth, check their hair. Livestock. Slaves. Beaten and broken down. He's still got some indignation to him. Oh my god, he's gonna run? Oh my dude, I don't know. It's a good fucking idea. He's been fed. You can eat those. You see the little spirally things? You can eat those. Ah, shit, he's stealing. Fuck. Example. Live. Whipping? Ah. Ah. Girl, I wish I was a cute femboy so I'd get bought. Sorry. Never does he look to the slaves beside him. Never to the others. Oh, he's about to believe. He's about to give in. Reveal somebody new? Who's this? Who is this? Why is he looking for him? Oh, I recognize him. Who is he? Who is he? I recognize him. Who is he? He's looking for Thorfinn. Oh, you still want to buy him? Yeah, you're getting bait and switched by a car dealer. Oh, it's been sold. We don't have the car you were looking for online. It's relative. It's his cousin or his uncle. It's Thorfinn's uncle or something? But is he Leaf? I forget. I fully forget. It's been so long. God damn it. My guy, come back! Buy me! But now he's heard of this kid, right? Okay. I was thinking he might think that. What a thing to be looked for. To be cared about. To have someone who does. Do I recognize him too? I don't know what the fuck I'm dealing with. It's been too long. Got good teeth. Sturdy too. Doesn't get seasick. Farm stuff, build stuff. Whoa, he's asking him. It's what he actually is there for. Yes, please. That's all he wants in the entire universe. Sir, please, sir, please. It's hope, right? It's hope for peace. Maybe, maybe. Okay, so not somebody to recognize. Just a farmer. Man, he's probably working for somebody who stole this fucking land, though. Is there a young blonde man? What are we dealing with? Is it beautiful? Oh, fuck. This man's trying to feed a people. Fuck. That is a plantation, bro. It's like the most beautiful thing you might have ever seen. It's just like home. Fuck. Fuck! Oh wait, is it his home? It's not his home, right? You're alive, boy. No, it's not the same place. Okay. Yeah, they traveled by a huge ship journey. Far, far away. Oh my god, the horses look good. I didn't even notice, because they looked good. Yeah, what's the point? Like a fur without leaves or bark. Oh, you're a woodcutter now. He's out there just cutting trees. It's all he's been doing is killing trees. Ya boy. And he knows about the family member. He knows. Dink, donk, reveal our hero protagonist. The saddest boy. I don't know. You gonna believe it? Click, click. Sup? You ain't never met no motherfucker like me. You ain't never met no motherfucker like me. Uh-uh. And the music tells us, and that's the day that everything changed. As we carve it into the land, into your flesh, into your enemies. Fuck! Balls! That was so hype! That was so hype. Looks like we're gonna be farming for a while. Which is exactly the thing, right? But what attitude has Thorfinn come to? It's not slave, clearly. So what life does he live, and what keeps him going? Or is it nothing? Is it nothing? Is he just going? Dead fields. Burning. Him on the other side of it, causing the burning. Which puts us right on the other side. Where it can all be taken from us again. Yeah. These two are gonna be like brothers, aren't they? Reaching for the light. Oh, I guess I had to learn there is no freedom without love. Ooh, shit. I gotta, hold on. I'm gonna love this guy. Oh, shit. Hello. Hello, you got a phone number? Got an Instagram handle or something? Vinstagram. This slapped. That was an incredible episode 1. Like, let me take a second to, like, breathe. Oh, incredible episode 1. The OP is stunning. The overall format and production is stellar. The way we flash between different scenes and areas, the use of darkness and light, like overwhelming scene swallowing darkness and light. Framing, timing. There's this moment when he's like about to give up before this guy walks up. Oh my god, there are these like simple little movements that we do with camera. Like we drop into this face, we start pulling away from it, this slow pull out. It like, when it's juxtaposed with this flat, not moving, it creates this sense that we're like, woof, wah, woof, through the space of these frames, and it's like it adds so much that I am overwhelmed by it. It changes everything from what could be very bland and moving manga-ish to like, whoa. There's this moment, just a moment later when he asks him, he says, "Farm. Would you like to help out on my farm?" And he twitches. His eyes open slowly, and we do this woof, boom, like out to somewhere else and then back here. We're shifting through states in the way that our minds actually do. When somebody says something and it evokes something in you and you get lost in it for a second and then you get pulled back, the show is doing that in visual, in space-time on a screen. But what it's conveying to me is the experience of thought. The experience of experiencing. Okay, I want to piece some things like that together because they're amazing. They're amazing. The understatement of the critical moments of decision throughout are incredible. As he sits here, he sees the coughing, right? And the way we orchestrate these motions tells us this story, okay? We hear the space, establish space, coughing, nobody's doing anything. Of course not. We're in the pit. People don't help each other in the pit. If you're sick in the pit, people come and check you for gold fillings in your teeth and see if you got anything valuable on you before they turn you over so that they can sleep. You're a problem. You're in the way. He's just sitting there. His nails are cracked and shattered because he's malnourished, mistreated. His eyes are dark and his head is down, and he has just the wherewithal to look up and recognize this and turn away. Resignedly. Can't do anything about it. Shikata ganai, right? And then he shifts and stands. We're focused on his hands. He's looking over to the water bucket because he's going to think about going over and giving her some water, right? We don't say any of that, but you and I both know that's exactly what happened, right? And he begins to move, and by the time he begins to move, this man is there. Right? He's looking down through all of this. He has this moment where he closes his eyes and he looks away. He's not paying attention anymore. In that moment, this man walked over and is here. If he'd acted slightly faster, he would have been there. Right? And if we play it out, right? A little bit of water, maybe she doesn't cough so loud, maybe they don't notice, maybe they think she has a chance, maybe they don't throw her overboard, maybe she doesn't die, maybe she survives. But he didn't move. And so he watches, helpless. She's not going to make it. Oh, that's sad, but he doesn't even register what they're doing until it's done. He's just sort of watching in a dream, in a fog. Heave ho, and then the shock hits and he realizes that there's no going back from that and he could have done something and now he can't. So he tries to speak up and learns that he doesn't matter. He's worth money, and that's it. And the sea boils and roils as we transition into CG water and have this tumultuous hell where he rages against living and tries to. And then it flashes out and it's over. A scene, a vignette, a moment, an experience, and then it's gone. But the remnants of it remain. And we go back a little bit further. And here we are at peace. Cutting down trees on a whim, not knowing what war is. Beautiful. Peaceful. Idyllic. And he wants to protect it. And his desire for protection makes him want to be a warrior. But his mother's right, isn't she? This is what winning looks like, right? What's the alternative? What other winning could there be? This is what it looks like. This is the real end goal. So now we've got a real problem. Real fundamental human problem. The end goal for pretty much everybody, if you actually talk to them and are realistic about it, almost everybody on every political front, in every war, wants this. Wants a peaceful life with a peaceful family. Like, pretty much everybody actually wants that. So why doesn't that happen if everybody kind of wants that? Well, there are some people who don't want that. Or maybe there are people who are willing to stomp on yours in order to acquire theirs. Or maybe there are people who have never known peace, never known its value. And having never known it, they see no issue with destroying it, for it has no value to them. It's only a resource, a fat purse waiting to be slit and stolen from. These beautiful lands that sustain a people. That's what the land is. That's what farms are, right? Farms sustain the people. You have farms in an area and you can just live there. You don't need other stuff. If there's water and there's farms, you're pretty set. You can make everything else. They sustain a people. They're like the most valuable possible thing. And so to tromp all over them and burn them in order to get short-term gain is like the most foolish and destructive and inhuman and bestial thing. So what's it gonna take? It's gonna take people who carry blade sheathed, who've been cut by the other edge of the blade, who know war and who know peace. People like Thorfinn, and maybe like Einar. Einar? People who know what the value of this kind of a place really is are the only ones who are going to be able to make changes to defend it. And he wasn't ready, but he wasn't wrong either. This village didn't stand a chance, but it could have, right? The Vikings are pillagers and scavengers. There's a force of armed men. If the population fights back, might not be worth the squeeze. Might bring the fist of destruction even harder down, but might be slightly deterrent. Don't know. There's no way to know. It's past now. There's no going back. But in a future, in learning from it, Perhaps you need weapons to protect the garden. I think his mother is right, too. And so I'm struggling with this because there's this, this deeply... Well, okay. I'll hop out and I'll assign it a couple of different labels that maybe will make sense. I would call it in modern form. It comes out mostly in Christian morality, turn the other cheek, and you would have noticed that I actually made that motion when she starts saying that. We've won. This is how we win. We don't win by fighting back. Like, this is what victory looks like. It's turn the other cheek. Like, yes, they might come and destroy again, and we'll rebuild again, and it will be fine. But what if they destroy everything and you're all dead? There's nothing to rebuild. They've just taken. It's destroyed. It's awful. Something wrong about that. It's not quite right. And it verges into Nietzschean slave morality, like, we are so noble and just and good because we're harmless, and the violent, destroying ones are evil and bad and awful because they're harmful. Whereas they would say, what are you talking about? We fucking love villagers. They're yummy. We love all their shit. They get all fat and they do all this work for us, and then we come in and we take all their gold. It's great. In the same way that Nietzsche wrote that the eagles would look at little lambs and be like, we love tasty little lambs. They're awesome. We got no beef with lambs, only lamb. But then our story is so keen on demonstrating to us that violence cycles, that it continues, that it passes on. So, two characters from very different forms. One coming from war, a wielder of war, a wielder of the double blade, and he holds on tight to that fucking double blade, doesn't he? And a peaceful man. Einar is a peaceful man who wishes that he had the strength to protect. Kind of a heroic archetype, whereas Thorfinn is like an anti-heroic archetype, right? Anti-heroic in that he's been beaten and traumatized enough that he wants to fix things, but in maybe not the best way. Whereas Einar... Oh, we don't know yet. This is curious. It's so cool. They've got so much meat to become really good brothers. And we end that ED with, there is no freedom without love, as one puts his hand on the other. Like, bro, homies. Like, able to see eye to eye, been through some shit for real. That's a cool foundation. A foundation of potential real trust. Maybe the first. Man, that's cool. Okay. God, this scene sucks. It sucks. It's so good. It sucks. It sucks so bad. It's so deep and brutal. Pull away. This moment when he... And it becomes the sea, to my eye. It becomes the sea. And then we're out there. Fuck. The whole ED, fascinating, lovely, really cool, really scary. The whole OP, stunning. I wonder who directed this. Is it stunning? Symbols whipped into each other over and over, stuff torn open and passed through. Reminds me a lot of, well, Mappa's been doing a lot of things that are kind of like this. The lyrics, I will wait for visuals of the lyrics. That must be the pretty girl. Must be. With working hands. Fire inside at the center of his chest. Eyes. Are these the same person's eyes? I wonder. I don't know. The blade in the water and him in the water, both, right? Symbols together. And then we whip through it, and its arms reaching up. And those arms and skulls, awesome symbols that they are. But this is what kills me. Blood drops in the water, reaching up and grabbing another arm and pulling it down so it reaches up and grabs another one and pulls it down as each generation causes the next to be pulled down into its own depths. Like, no, you're gonna fuck things up too, just like me. And in the blood, the dripping blood crowns and Canute. And it's through his scar, the one that Thorfinn gave him, right? We cut through and enter this Rorschach 50-50 segment. The blade. Tons of symbols. The faces, screaming faces of the men who have been a part of this. The cups, the chalices, the blood itself. We begin spinning. We spin triangles. We do spin squares. Yeah, blades. And swastika-esque, right? And let's not allow the Nazis to have that one, right? That's a different symbol. But man, those are Reaper's scythes. They're blades as blades. Fuck. And then the shattering from above. Is that Thorfinn? I don't think so. I wonder who that is. Oh, it's the two of them. I didn't realize that he was there too. It is. It's Thorfinn and Einar working together to shatter the ice that captures them. And so they are actually going to be breaking the foundations upon which their fucked up societies actually rest. That's what this is. And in shattering it, they will be and stand individually. We slice through, and the fire burns. This is the last thing that I have to say. To say this in what must be like Old Norse or some shit, I'm not gonna look it up. I don't care. It's cool language. Rishte, or whatever.
Rishthu.
Rishthu. Rishthu. Fuck. And they're like, carve it into your flesh. Carve it. Carve it into the land. Carve it into the sea. Carve it into your enemies, your spoils. Rishthu. 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 The world of death and victory, glory and gold. Carve your legacy, short-lived, into this world in death and blood. Or is there another way? I don't know. As a young man living in a dangerous world, I am compelled by many things in this story, both by this call to carve it, and by this fear that in doing so I will destroy. Power, violence, capacity, force. These are scary things. I feel that one must be well put together and well aligned before acting in the world in a serious way. And so once more I am here looking to stories for guidance. And I'm looking at the story of young men who have been hurt, who are seeking a pathway forward in a world that does not have easy answers for them. And I find myself walking alongside them in strange ways. I hope that you will walk along with us as we venture forward into Vinland Saga, and perhaps away from this place and to another. Thanks so much for watching. Early access on the Patreon. See you next time. Much love. Peace.